between my channel and Veterans Info Tap and here on Veterans Daily, there's well over probably 2,000 videos on exactly what Jason just explained. So there's really no excuse as far as, well, I didn't know. Last thing I'll say, and then I'll kick it to you to close out, is the VA claim process is a legal process. And I'm a big framework guy, right? If I write a paper, I like outlines. If I have a ton of things to do in a day, I like having a list, some sort of outline to keep me on track. And if you look at VA claims as a legal process, you have one of two options. One, you either go to court prepared with evidence or you don't. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care if you're talking like family court, like you're going through a divorce and you have custody. I don't care if it's you're at a bar and you're getting charged with assault. I don't care what it is. If you go to court, you bring evidence. And if you don't, you're going to get the slam hammer, right? It's the same thing for VA claims. You either bring your evidence or you don't. It is a legal process, not healthcare, not anything else. You are making a claim to the federal government and indirectly to the American public saying, hey, I want this money for the rest of my life. Here's why, right? Like that's what a VA claim is. I have migraines because of this reason. I believe I should be compensated for the rest of my life. I'm saying rest of my life generally there. I'm going to get into the 510, all the rules, right? But generally it's going to be for a long time. And so I'm saying that because it puts you in a mindset of, hey, you know what? Maybe I should listen to that Yahoo on YouTube who talks about evidence with my claim. And the answer is yes, you should. Because if you don't, you're going to be another person on the internet saying the VA denied me and I don't know why. And we'll look at your decision letter and it'll say this claim condition has not been clinically diagnosed. And I cannot tell you how many times I've seen that, like over 1,000. And I just tell the veteran, hey, man, or woman, whatever, you don't have a diagnosis. Like I can't, you were seen, you got out of the military in 1991. You're submitting a claim today in 2025 and you submitted it without a diagnosis. Like what went through your mind, right? And that seems silly when I explain it like that, but that is the most common situation when a veteran reaches out to me that I see above all else. I'm just like, dude, I want to gently and lovingly just punch you in the face, but I'm not going to, right? Anyways, that's my last thoughts. Evidence-based claims are the way to go. Jason, that's all I got.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. And and then you avoid the punch in the face, which is always good. So at the end of the day, no matter what noise is out there, sometimes it's good to take a step back, take a knee, and focus on yourself. Look at your own claims. Look at your own kind of benefit menu, we'll call it, and make sure that you have all of your checklist. Make sure you have all of your stuff taken care of. I will tell you that I believe that it's important for veterans who are not super aware of what's out there with regard to benefits to reach out to an accredited representative in your local area and schedule what I call a benefits checkup, right? Hey, I'm veteran so-and-so. I don't know what I don't know. Want to have a seat with you and, just tell you what I have. Here's my 6 conditions. Here's my 2 conditions. Here's my 1 condition. And just wanted to see, get your thoughts. Oh, well, what about this? What about that? Have you thought about a secondary? Do you have this? Do you have that? That's kind of the conversation that will happen. Are you aware of these different benefits from the state? Are you aware of this? Are you aware of that? And you'll start having that type of a conversation, which is really good. Also, it's never too early to have the conversation with your spouse about VA benefits that they could potentially be entitled to if you pass away. Focus on yourself. Focus on putting together a file folder of information for your loved ones. I did it. I have my own, life insurance policies, that type of stuff, whole life, term life, accidental death. And then I have my social security information in there with the, if I was to pass away, how much my wife would get, that one paper, whatever you get once a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have DIC information, dependency indemnity compensation. You do not need to be 100% rated for your spouse to be able to get that benefit. You simply would have had to have passed away from a service-connected condition, or a service-connected condition is listed as a contributing cause to your death. An example would be you're rated for hypertension, and then you pass away from a heart attack. Cause of death, heart attack, hypertension, contributing cause, surviving spouse gets dependency indemnity compensation. Take the time to get your house in order. Make sure that you're solid with your claims. Get the evidence you need for those other claims that you may not have filed for, that you've been kind of having on the back burner. File that intent to file. Start working on that stuff, especially if it's affected by these potential, or not even potential, these future rating schedule changes. Take the time to do that. This stuff that's going on in the VA is going to be a lot of noise, and we're going to be stressed down a little bit. Even in the back of my mind, I get this little weird feeling, right? You get the butterflies in your stomach. Oh my gosh, what if something horrible goes on? Try not to let that get to you too much, and focus on doing what you need to do to make sure that your house is in order.